Hello, my beautiful ones. It's Rachel Glendinning. How are you today? I've got a really inspiring story for you. And my wish and my intention is that if you find it difficult to live with lightness, with ease, if you find it difficult to trust in life, I want you to hear my story today. I remember a time when I so wanted to tap in and tune in and believe that there was magic in the world and that I could manifest things and make things happen and all those things that we hear. And so if I'm talking to you and you find it difficult and you have a hard time tuning in and getting the things you want, then I want you to listen to my story. Over time, particularly as I've shifted this year in big leaps and bounds, shifted my energy really intentionally with devotion, I've really devoted this year to a few different things, but particularly to the energy now that I align and I stand behind in this beautiful business that I run. The energy of lightness and ease, the energy of magic and miracles, and I want to teach you all about that, and I want to share this story today. The energy of wealth now, and what happens when we're in scarcity, and I'm going to add this at the end. And then love, a love sublime. So, a couple of weeks ago, I took my little boy to a beautiful cafe that's just opened on the river in this really special spot on an island actually, where you have to cross a really old bridge. And it's got a lot of history, and many of the local people around here where I live have talked a lot about this old house and its land and the island, essentially, that the house comes with the island. And they've recently opened a cafe there. And I was there with my little boy. We had beautiful connections with people, and he found a locust, a cricket we would call it, and a beautiful grass green, like bright green cricket. And he has been wanting a pet. He's 6 years old, and he wanted to take this pet home. So this cricket we put with some grass and some twigs, and we took a cut from the cafe, and he decided he wanted to take it home and have it as his pet. We let it go, like halfway on our way home. But he was really sad, excuse me, and he called this cricket Roger. And so from that moment that we let Roger go, probably about 2 weeks ago, he's been talking to me quite a lot about finding another Roger. He wants another Roger. So often when we've gone out, he's been looking for Roger. And 1 week ago, I went with my boyfriend. I took my boyfriend with Oliver to Doyle's Cafe, which is on Doyle Car Island, this special cafe on the island. And we were hunting, and I was helping him like with a lot of effort and focus to see if we could find another Roger the cricket. And we didn't find Roger. We didn't find another Roger. And he was a bit sad, and off we went. And then a few more mentions of Roger. And it was in my mind, but I kind of let it go. Today, we cycled, because we love cycling. We cycled to the brilliant leisure complex that I'm a member of, where it's got everything. We play badminton, we swim, it's got a sauna and a steam and a jacuzzi for me, full length Olympic swimming pool, it's got a park there, it's on the river, I do yoga, my yoga classes there. It's just a great spot, I love it. Nothing fancy, nothing like my luxury health clubs that I used to be a member of, but this is just perfect for now. And I was bringing our bikes to lock them to the rack, and under the metal rack that I was about to lock the chain around my bike to the rack, was a bright green cricket. Looked just like Roger, Now there was a sad story about Roger because Roger lost one of his legs. So we were talking about maybe this is Roger, but he grew his leg back. But regardless of whether it was the same cricket or a new cricket, I think it was a different cricket, but it looked exactly the same. And in that moment of not expecting anything, I found it, not Oliver, but I found it, and so it reminded me. Now listen, see if we can piece this together to give you a little bit of hope with this beautiful story that I'm telling you and sharing with you today. So when we want something, like my son was really, really wanting to find another Roger, this beautiful green cricket. If you're just jumping on, you might have to listen to the story again. And we looked with a lot of effort. He'll be coming down now. We looked with a lot of effort and we didn't find it that day. And when we least expected, I was not tying my bike to the bike rack, I wasn't looking for anything. And there it was, like magic. And this cricket we also let go. But I want to share it because I think it is very apt for how life works, for how the magic of life works, for how we manifest things in our life, how we want things, and they show up when we're not fixated and forcing something. That day I was looking for another cricket with Oliver. We were looking under with a lot of effort, we were looking everywhere under the leaves, and I was hunting and where's this cricket? It wasn't there. When I least expected it, it was just sat there under the bike rack, as if waiting for us. So let that be, hopefully, an inspiring story for you today. Oliver, I was just telling them the story about Roger the cricket. Let that be an inspiring story. Now, there was something else. Yeah, I think the other part of the message, I'm going to come back another day. Do you want to come and quickly tell them about the story of Roger? Who did we find today? Quick! Who did you find today?
Roger.
And who's Roger?
A cricket.
He was a beautiful cricket friend, wasn't he? A little cricket. Maybe
And
you call
he
it
died.
a locust.
And he died.
He didn't die. We let him go. But I was just saying, that's how...
No, but the other one died.
No, we let them go. We let them go. So that is my story today. I hope it inspires you.
But
Say
you
goodbye.
made him lose his leg.
No, we didn't. Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.